Okay, it's good to see everyone. I hear it's really warm outside. Has anyone been outside yet today? Yeah, is it warm, Peyton? Humid. That's what the buzz around school has been. It's humid and warm. Day is in the house, I see. Unmute yourself.
Hi.
Let your muscles out today. Is that because it's so warm outside?
No.
No, just felt like letting loose in your tank top today? A little bit? You ready to do a little bit of math?
Yeah.
All right, you have your student workbook?
Yes.
Okay. Olivia, is it your birthday today? Happy birthday. That's exciting. May 25th. Today's my anniversary. Been married for 2 years, haven't been Miss Panesi anymore. And I was just walking through the lunchroom to come to the library, and all the second graders were yelling, "Hi, Miss Panesi." Wonder what they'll think if they get a letter in the mail saying their teacher's Mrs. Shevchik. I wonder if they'll know that it's me. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you, and we'll just do a quick check of what we have on our agenda today. So for Tuesday, we have the lesson 12. I put that video up there. Oh, that's Monday. Thought I had a review video. So we watched the video yesterday on symmetry, and you had a video to watch of some teaching. So today we're going to be working on the lesson 12 homework, and then your responsibility today will be the lesson 12 exit ticket that you can click right here to submit, and then please complete extra math. Let's go ahead and open your student workbooks to page 59, please. I'm going to turn my document camera on so I can share my booklet with you. Zoom in a little bit. Corday, can you see my book okay? My math book? All right. Okay. Number one, we're going to circle the figures that have a correct line of symmetry drawn. Trace, can you remind everyone, we talked about it yesterday, what is the line of symmetry? What does that mean, line of symmetry?
It's like the line, so it's like equal where you can cut it in half.
Okay, so I'm going to help you through this. So it's a line that is drawn. And so if you would cut it in half on that line, Trace, what do you need to see on both halves?
It needs to be the same on both sides.
Very good. It has to be the exact same shape. If one side has 4 polka dots, the other side has to have 4 polka dots on the exact same spots. I always think of it like this. If I put paint on one side of the line of symmetry and folded my paper and squeezed and then opened it, it should transfer over. And that's what you want to see using the line of symmetry. Okay, so we're going to go through A, B, C, and D. Soren, for letter A, if I draw a line here, if I folded on this line, would we have the exact same thing on both sides? So should I circle letter A? All right, letter A does have a line of symmetry.
Okay. Just so you know, I'm going to be nodding my head or using gestures to respond to questions because we are getting a balcony right now. Yes, a balcony. And
are you going to
and it's being worked on right now.
You're going to reenact Romeo and Juliet off your balcony?
No.
No? Are you saying that just because there might be some noise in your background?
No, like it would be loud. Like, I don't know if I just have sensitive hearing.
Oh, okay. Sounds pretty quiet.
Okay.
All
okay.
right. Okay, since you're
Okay, now
you're-
that I'm hearing it right now, it is just kind of like a mild buzzing. So,
all right, since you're unmuted now, before you mute yourself again, why don't you go ahead and do letter B also? If I draw a line of symmetry here, and I fold this 1, 2, 3, 4. What's a 5-sided figure called?
hmm,
Do you remember? 5 sides. Starts with a P. Rhymes with schmentagon. Corday?
Pentagon.
Very good. So Corday, if I fold this pentagon along this line, would I have the same on the top as the bottom?
No.
Nope. So I'm going to put an X on B. That's not a line of symmetry. Tyler, let's look at letter C. I have a heart. If this is my line of symmetry, if I folded the heart over, would I have the same on both sides?
Yes.
Yeah, so I would circle C. And Sarah, how about letter D? If I drew a line of symmetry here, would I have the same thing? Corday, put your action figures away, please. Take out your book so you can circle and put X's on these. Would that be an appropriate line of symmetry?
No, not at all.
It would not, because you see, I just have this little piece. Corday, if you stay with me, you're not going to be on here too long, okay? So just put your toys away for a couple minutes and then just follow along. And we're not even writing a lot. It's some numbers, it's some pictures. If you just go on my Schoology page and it says click here to join the Zoom on the math page. Yep. And then we'll be good to go, okay? All right. So number 2, we're going to draw some lines of symmetry now. So we have to find and draw all lines of symmetry for the following figures. We're going to write the number of lines of symmetry that we found in the blank underneath. So I'm going to hop up and get a straight edge. So I make sure I draw some straight lines. Now, if you remember yesterday, I told you that I always try to make a horizontal line, vertical line, and then I look at my diagonal lines that go across. So Olivia, if I put my straight edge here, and if I would draw a line, oh wow, are those for me? Wow. That's like the best surprise ever. Are they from you? No.
I was both coming in from recess. This the delivery man was out there.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Wow, those are pretty flowers. Okay, sorry, Olivia. If I draw a line going straight down here through this trapezoid and I folded it, would you have the same on both sides?
No.
No. Why don't you think you would?
Because it slants upward. And since it slants upward, it wouldn't be the same length.
Okay, I want you to pay, I think you're thinking of a horizontal line. If I draw this, Olivia, let's look at if we fold it on this line. So do you see how the short sides would go on top of each other this way? And you have the longer sides folded over? I think you might be thinking of horizontal. You are correct. If you see, if I flip this paper over and folded it, this would actually fold onto here. So it would not match up. Is that what you were thinking of? Horizontal? So do you agree that
Yes.
a vertical line would work?
Yes.
Okay, so then let's look diagonally. If you look diagonally, if I drew a line here, would this match up perfectly with this side?
No.
No, you're correct, because this side is smaller. So then if we go to this side also, you're going to see the same problem. Since this side, like you said before, it curves up at the top, it would not match up. So letter A would give us one line of symmetry. Okay, let's see. Ilea, would you like to help me with B?
Yes.
All right, I know you're fancy and you can do the annotation. So why don't you go ahead and draw me the lines of symmetry you can find for B? Do you remember how to find the little button?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like we have a line going vertically that I agree with because we have a regular square here. Then we have a line going horizontally. And then Ilea also drew 2 lines diagonally because these corners would match up. So Ilea, if you counted up all of those lines, how many would you have total?
4.
Can you say that again? I couldn't hear you.
4.
4, very good. So letter B has 4 lines of symmetry. Thank you for erasing those. Sarah?
Oh, I was just raising my hand to do the next one.
Oh, sure, go ahead. You're good at the annotation too. So go ahead and show us how you, so we have right here, all the sides are the same length. So it's called a regular polygon and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So an 8-sided figure is called a what? Do you remember, Sarah?
Octagon.
A regular
Octagon.
Okay, go ahead, honey. You can draw them. Okay, so we have a line going vertically, horizontally. Then we can split each side. Okay. So I should be tallying these. So we went vertically, horizontally, and then you split each side. So that gives us 4 so far. Can you also go point to point? So I believe we can also, if we went.
You in?
Yes, he's in.
Where's the lesson?
We flip that over. Actually, no, that doesn't look like that would work because when I flip my paper and I hold it up, it's not exact. So how many would that give us, Sarah?
On eraser for some reason. I don't know if I'm just lagging.
I think it might be mine too. I keep getting a notification saying that our internet's unstable. So how many total lines did you get for C? 4. Very good. We had 4 there. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to letter D. Are you able to erase your purple lines, honey? Oh, it went away. There you go. Okay, who would like to do letter D? All right, Duran, go ahead and unmute yourself.
You can go across.
Okay, so I'm going to put let me find your face so I can see you. There you are. Okay, so if I put my straight edge here, if I would go across, Duran, if I flip this over, would it line up exactly with this part of the pentagon?
No.
Nope. So we wouldn't put a line there. Could we cut it this way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that looks good. And remember, this one kind of tricked us yesterday. I'm going to turn my booklet, and I think we could go off each of these points straight down the middle. So there's 1, 2, 3. Some of you that know how many sided figure this is, you might be saying, you already know that there's going to be 5. So there's 4 and 5. So letter D has 5 lines of symmetry. Good job. Sophia, would you like to do E?
Okay. So you can do.
So let's look. Could we split this one down vertically?
Yes.
So if I folded this side over here, would you also see this folded curve on this side?
No.
No. So we cannot draw a line there because I don't have the same thing over here. What about this way? If I folded this piece of paper over, would this corner match up with the corner exactly?
No.
No. Let's try this way. If I folded a paper this way, sometimes I actually really do it and then look to see if it matches up. So if I fold that over, and fold my paper up, if you do that and kind of look to your light, you're going to see that that doesn't match up perfectly either. This is actually off some, which I would have thought maybe that might work.
Mm-hmm.
So does letter E have any lines of symmetry?
No.
No. 0. Cooper?
It actually does have one.
Did you find one? Where did you find one?
I'll annotate it.
Sure. All right, let me try. So I'm going to fold this over. Hold it up. Now, like, I wish I could show you. Let's see if I can fold this so you can see. So I tried that, and you see, like, when I look through the paper, do you see how I'm going to draw one side, one corner goes like this, and then look at the other one. It's up here. So it doesn't fall on top of each other, because when I first looked at this too, Cooper, I thought, yeah, right down the middle, because it does look so similar. But when you fold it, this was a hard one. It actually does not work. If you can try it in your book, if you'd like, that was the best thing that I could do. Actually fold it up and then hold it up to the light and look through. And if it doesn't match up exactly, then it would not be considered a line of symmetry. What do you think about letter F, that cloud? Anyone find any lines of symmetry there? I see a lot of heads shaking. No, good. Too many different curves and pieces. Okay, what do you think about letter G? Can anyone find lines of symmetry? Go ahead, Cooper. Where do you find a line of symmetry for G?
Horizontal and diagonally.
Okay.
Wait, no, not diagonally. Horizontal.
Horizontally goes this way. So I agree that if we split that down the middle, the points of the arrows would line up exactly.
And I forget what the other way is called.
Describe it for me. Up and down, diagonally.
Up and down.
Okay, this would be vertically.
Oh,
So Cooper, how many lines of symmetry does G have?
2.
2. Very good. Now we either have a spiky banana, a smiley face, or a half moon, crescent moon. Do we find any lines of symmetry here? I see some heads shaking no. Let me see, scan my page. I see some shaking yes. Sarah, what do you think?
We have here. Wait, not there. In the middle, going like that. And I'm pretty sure that's it.
All right, we're trying to go as close to in the middle as we can. So letter H has 1, very good. And if I fold that over, I can see the other half of my smile or my moon lining up right perfectly with that side. Okay, our last picture. Soren, what do you think about letter I? If I go this way, would I have a line of symmetry?
No.
No, because that doesn't match up. What if I try to go in the middle of this line? Would that be a line of symmetry?
Yes.
Yeah, that looks good. Can you think of any others? Any diagonals or any other ways I could draw a line?
No.
So Soren, our answer for letter I would be what? How many lines of symmetry?
1.
1. Very good. Put a 1 there. Okay, so I'm going to open this up so I can see your faces. Okay, so far, does anyone have any questions about anything on page 59? Okay, let's go ahead and flip your page over. And we're going to try some of these on number 3. So half of each figure has been drawn. Use the line of symmetry represented by the dashed line to complete each figure. So we're going to look at, I'm going to do letter B. So here's my line of symmetry, and I'm just going to darken it so that you can see it really well. And I'm going to just kind of talk you through my strategy on making sure I have it perfectly matched. So I'm going to start at the top row, and I see from my line of symmetry to the end of my top row, I have 2 boxes. So I'm going to use my straight edge, and I'm going to trace 2 boxes. Then I'm going to do my bottom row. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That takes me the whole way to the edge. So I'm going to draw another perfectly straight line so that so far I have 2 boxes, 2 boxes, 5 boxes, and 5 boxes drawn. Now I need to connect these two line segments. So I'm going to use my straight edge, and I'm going to connect the top to the bottom. And now I drew a perfectly symmetric figure. I like that one because it was a little easier than letter A. Let's pop back to letter A, and let's see if Ilea, can you walk me through how to draw the other half of this one? My line of symmetry is right here. So what would I do to draw the other half of this?
So you can see one of the sides is 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes long. So you can take your straight edge and draw along the one of the sides 4 boxes, and then the other one 4 boxes, and then the top is 2 boxes.
Okay, so I'm going to start, and I'll do my 4 first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll do my 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. Okay.
And then for the bottom, there's 2 boxes long, so you make 2. You could like draw a line using the straight edge.
Oh, so you drew a perfectly symmetric figure. All right, let's do one more. Corday, you want to do letter C or D? You still there? No, must have left. Duran, you want to do C or D?
D.
I knew you were going to say that. Okay, so Duran, right here is my line of symmetry. So if I want to match up this line first, how many boxes do I need to draw a line on going up?
3.
Hey, when you do your stuff in the summer, where you
Let's
keep
count.
doing
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
4.
4. So
4.
let's go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jim's gonna be used with
Draw
sports
a line
and stuff.
up there. Okay.
And then
So I need to figure out how I'm going to connect
Well, you
that.
could use 38.
So we're going to go right here.
38
How many
work?
boxes from the line of symmetry is it to this dent in?
1,
Okay.
So are you writing this down? I see your fingers. I don't know how you're writing with your fingers in the air. How many blocks are
3.
you on?
I already did it.
4. Wait.
Count this for me.
1,
1.
2, 3, 4.
No. Watch my pencil. My pen.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, what's your?
So I'm going to count up. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put a point here.
All
Now
right,
I'm gonna
so for
connect these
interventions,
two.
we're gonna use 20A, 20B. And we should probably use root
that.
switch. If somebody gives you, it's gonna be UMass.
Now we're going
and
to go to the
AA.
bottom. How many squares do I have on this
You
line?
basically grade those two.
1, 2.
But I'm gonna put
3.
119, because then I think someone could use her room.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Now how can I finish it up?
The top.
What am I going to do?
Count the boxes.
Well, I need to somehow get these two connected. How can I connect those?
Any thoughts on what we need to do for go? For the go
You can
piece?
go straight down and then
All right.
then,
let's go. All right, I'll
the
say
top.
back.
Okay, I'm going to connect
Hello.
these two and make a straight line. And then you want to look at your picture. If I folded this, do you think we'd have the same on both sides?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Nice job. So that's just a nice strategy to use if you do have to draw something symmetrical. If you make that line and then just make sure, especially when you're using grid paper, if you count the boxes, excuse me, it's a really easy way to make sure that the pictures are exactly symmetrical. And what does it mean if something is symmetrical? Cooper?
It means it's the same side on both sides.
Very good. Same on both sides. So who can tell me what you need to do when we get off the Zoom today? Ilea, 2 things. What's the first important thing?
The lesson 12 exit ticket, but you have to do it in your book first, then submit online, and then 10 minutes of extra math.
Exit ticket, then extra math. Any questions from anyone? Okay, I can't wait to see your exit tickets. Have a good afternoon.